New York City, 1963. The mansion on Graymalkin Lane is quiet, the air heavy with anticipation. Down in the sub-basement, its steel walls gleaming, a figure moves with magnetic grace. Eric Laneshair, Magneto to the world, watches a bank of monitors flicker to life, each screen displaying a new potential. A teleporter in Harlem. A woman in Queens who can turn invisible, a young man in Brooklyn whose entire body crackles with energy. By all accounts, Eric should fear these new mutants. Many do. But he sees possibility. A chance to unite people like himself. Not under the old banners of Xavier's dreams, but under his own vision. It hadn't begun that way. Decades before, Eric and Charles Xavier had dreamed together. They failed together too. When Charles departed, tired of fighting lawmakers and public fear, Eric stepped in. He purchased the mansion. He wired it for power, for surveillance, for war if needed. He gave it a new name, the Institute for Mutant Advancement. It takes time, but slowly, Magneto's message spreads, not as a call for violence, but for self-defense. Mutants must be prepared for a world that will never accept them, he says into hidden microphones. Join us. Learn to harness your power. Stand as one. His first recruit is Raven Darkholme, Mystique. She trusts him, if not for his conviction, then for his offers of protection. In the months that follow, he locates others. Aurora Monroe, struggling with the storm inside her. Scott Summers, afraid to glance at anything too long. They arrive one by one, uncertain, powerful, scared. This is how Magneto's X-Men are born, not as a shield for humanity, but as a vanguard. He calls the first class around a black granite conference table. He addresses them not as children, but equals. We are not here to fit in. We are here to ensure no one on this planet can force us to disappear. Their training is ruthless. Combat simulations pitting them against robots, yes, but also against squads hired from the outside world. Danger room protocols focus on evacuation, holdout, offensive use of powers. They build their muscles alongside their minds, learning politics and subterfuge. Raven directs team infiltration drills. Aurora grows clouds inside the mansion, threatening to tear off its roof. Scott's optic blasts shatter reinforced plates, earning stern lectures on control and responsibility. The world takes notice. The U.S. government, already spooked by reports of superhuman activity, sends agents to investigate. What they find is unsettling. A school doubling as a fortress, students who fire back with words, and sometimes with lightning. Magneto does not shy from the press. At a televised conference, he announces the existence of the Institute. We are not the enemy, he states, but neither will we be victims. Mutants have the right to live freely, to exist boldly. His public face is charismatic, persuasive. Behind the scenes, the Institute's security tightens. Conflict is inevitable. Magneto's X-Men intercept a paramilitary squad attempting to abduct a mutant in upstate New York. The fight is decisive, broadcast live by a shaky cell phone. Aurora drops fog on the helicopters. Scott disarms with precision. Raven infiltrates from within. The attackers scatter, battered and humiliated, sparking national debate. Extremists begin to retaliate. Protests outside the Institute become a common sight. The Friends of Humanity, a militant anti-mutant group, attempts arson, but Magneto bends the pipes and cages them until the police arrive. Some students grow emboldened, others afraid. Inside the Institute, Magneto gathers his X-Men nightly. Their hatred is proof of our necessity, he tells them. We are the shield and the sword. He does not sugarcoat the threat. The future is uncertain, but surrender is never an option. In contrast, Charles Xavier, working from the British underground, reaches out, a televised plea for coexistence, dialogue, compromise. Magneto watches, unmoved. The rivalry takes shape not just in ideology, but on the nightly news. Xavier's hope, Magneto's pragmatism. Events escalate. The government proposes the Mutant Registration Act. Magneto's X-Men hack into the bill's announcement broadcast. Aurora's voice thunders, "We will not be catalogued." Demonstrations erupt nationwide. Public sentiment twists. Some mutants rally behind Eric, seeing in him the promise of safety and agency. Others fear what Magneto's confrontational tactics might bring. The mansion becomes both sanctuary and target. By the decade's end, the X-Men are legends, feared and revered, not superheroes but revolutionaries. Magneto stands at the helm, the world at a crossroads. His X-Men are not symbols of hope. They are architects of a new age, building a future where mutants never bow their heads. And thus the dream survives, not as peace but as power asserted and never relinquished.